Good morning, Gems. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hello. Welcome in. How are we doing today? Good to see you guys. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hello. How are we doing today? It's very good to see you. Hi. Jesus. Hello. Zephyr Blaze. Welcome in. Kyle Star, Sketchy Dave, Axel, Anime J, Grim Reaper, Mindless, thank you for the like on the live. Welcome. How are you doing today, Cosser? Hi, Mindless. Hello, thank you for the follow. Also, let me get this up. Yeah, we're gonna be answering some VTuber questions today. I have a few lined up. People had already submitted, so I'm excited for this, and I'm gonna be turning these into shorts as well. Probably that will span across like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, trying to think what else, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, yeah. So it's gonna be fun, gonna be a good time. I'm feeling slightly under the weather though today, I'll let you guys know. Not like horrible, but also, you know, a little, so if I may need to end stream early if it gets worse. I'm fine right now, it's manageable right now, but if I get any worse, I will let you guys know, and I will end the stream. Hi Chained, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. And Coster, thank you for the follow. How are y'all doing today? If you look like generic blonde anime guy, do you need a VTuber model? Yes, of course you do. Of course. Also, hold on. Something just happened with my headphones and I can't hear myself. Hello. Yeah, I have to prioritize my health, so I may have to. We'll see how that goes. Testing. Okay, there we go. Bro, same. I got a cold. I'm so sorry to hear it. I've been having weird stomach issues. It's been like, you know when your stomach hurts, but it like comes in waves where you're fine, and then all of a sudden you're not fine, and then you're fine, and then all of a sudden you're not fine. Yeah, that's how it's going for me this morning. But I hope you get better soon, Chainsawed. How do you catch a bird without catching a bird using a donut to see a bird to catch a raccoon? That is an insane question. Obviously, you catch the raccoon with the bird with the donut, and then you use the donut to catch the bird with the raccoon. Clearly. Hi, Austin Lee. Hi, Trev. Good morning. How are you doing today? Zephyr, I hope you're doing good. Vinka, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I hope your 3D model goes well. Thank you. I hope so, too. I'm drinking some tea right now for my tummy, so hopefully I will start to feel better. You don't think you've had that happen before? Really? I've had that happen with stomach pain, like either consistent or like a come and go type of one. Just woke up. Nice. Good morning. Taylor Farms lettuce. No, I don't think so. Why? Is there some weird thing going on with it? Hi Hokage, welcome in. How are you doing? Someone complimented my parking today. Left a note on your windshield. Dude, that's nice. That's so cool. Couldn't be me. Did you have to do parallel parking for your driver's test? Anybody here? I actually didn't. I'm kind of saved because yikes. Said parking fine. Oh, I see. I see. I work in a rubber factory. Oh, your lungs. Oh my gosh, I bet. Yeah, that sounds like that would be so like bad for your lungs. Oh, my heart goes out to you. You're scrolling TikTok hit you with a flashbang? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Hi Fresh Wave, how's it going? Oh, there was an outbreak. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stuff's been going on with food lately. Apparently same thing with eggs. So, like, my partner and I have literally been avoiding eggs for the last, like, 2 weeks. And you know what? It's kind of hard to avoid eggs, guys. Eggs is in, like, almost everything, I swear to God. I was like, this is crazy. Is your model based on you? A friend of mine did hers based off herself. That's so cool. My model is not based off of me. It's more of like, well, I guess in a weird way it kind of is, if you think about it. It's more like psychologically based off of me. Because I love wolf girls, I love the color blue and pink, and I love gems and space. So like a lot of the things I like. So if anything, she's more of like a mental manifestation of me rather than a physical manifestation, I suppose. But I have done cosplays of her before, which is a lot of fun. It's really fun to cosplay your VTuber model. Hello, Jesus. How's it going? Yeah, I can see your comments. Yeah, just woke up. Yeah. Hi, Sneak. Good morning. Welcome in. I'll show them my tail. Okay, I'll show them my tail. Purple app wants me to show you guys my tail. TikTok. There it is. Skylar, thank you for the follow. Astra, thank you for the follow. How are y'all doing today? Welcome in. Generally manifest what I like into my models as well. Exactly. Yeah, same for like any character design. Yeah. It's fun to manifest like the stuff you like into a character that you are, especially for VTubing. It's like, it's kind of like cosplaying in a way. Hi, Lady Shoka. Good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Hi, Miss Syrian Nayoa. Hello. Hello. I don't have any kids. People call me mommy for some reason, even though I don't have kids. It's so weird. I don't understand. The government did their job for once. They caught the egg distributors price rigging. That's good to hear. You play video games? Hi, Rhino. Hello. Oh my god, guys, my voice is effed up this morning. Hi, Ikemo. I always, how do I say your name? Welcome in. How's your day going? I do play video games. Yes, I love games. I've been literally obsessed with Fields of Mystria lately. And oh my gosh, 1.0 just came out. It's so good. It's like Stardew Valley, but in my opinion, like 10 times better. Like 10 times better, straight up. Very good. I used to play a lot of Overwatch, League of Legends, CSGO, Marvel Rivals, Minecraft, of course. Trying to think what else. I played PUBG. I played Apex Legends. I was never really a Fortnite player. I did enjoy the Battle Royale genre, but never a Fortnite player. I didn't like build mode. Trying to think what else. That covers a lot of like what I've played in like recent times. That's true for anyone's model, especially if they're the one making them. Yeah, right? Don't say what on TikTok? Can't stay long. No worries, lady. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, no, I don't play Fortnite. I don't. Do you want kids? I would love to have kids. I think that would be really fun and feel very fulfilling. And I feel like I could be a really good mom. I do feel like I could be a good mom. Maybe they giving the cheapest eggs possible. Dude, I hope not. I hope not. Knowing the way companies be trying to make money, though, I wouldn't be surprised. Not even... Bro, how am I supposed to pass military school boot camp? Yo, comment. I believe in you. I believe in you, man. You got this. Hi, Match. How's your day going? Welcome in. I've never played Well, actually, no. Okay, I have played Kingdom Hearts, but, like, not really. I played for, like, 2 seconds. I don't remember which one it was. On PlayStation 3, because my friend was playing it, and then they're like, you want to play around? And then I played for, like, a second. It's 7 hours straight. Oh, dang. Well, surely there's ways to prepare. Anna, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Hi, Ali. Good morning. Welcome in. You've considered playing Fortnite, but I heard recently there's been some Gen AI in there. Really? I didn't know that. Dang. For real? Oh, thank you, Sneak. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get to some question answering. I am going to pause my music because I still haven't set up my like split track thing, and I'm going to be editing some of this. You ate hot glue yesterday? Are you okay? Hopefully everything's all right. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, let me grab some of our questions. Give me a second. If you have any questions you want to ask in the live chat too about VTubing, feel free to do so. I am actually going to prioritize some of these other ones first because people asked these questions a little while back and I'm trying to get them answered. But I will keep an eye on the live chat as well. I could even do like an every other like rotate type thing. So yeah, let's do it. If you guys have any questions about VTubing, content creation, please let me know. I've been creating content for almost 10 years now and I do it full time professionally as well. So it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I guess I've learned a lot over the past several years, and there's always something new to be learned. There's That's the interesting part about social media. It's like you're never really done growing. There's always something new, especially with like the algorithm always changing. So I think it's pretty fun though. I think it's very challenging, which is one of the reasons why I really like it. Okay, let me see. Let me find our questions. Hold up. I'm gonna grab this. Oops. Quint. Hold on. I will say it. Quint. Bicycle. I'm just listening. These are my shorts. I'm trying to find. It opened it, but then it like randomly slid to another reel, bro. What is happening? What is happening this morning? Okay, there we go. I got them open. It tastes like burnt taste bud. You mean burnt taste buds? Ugh. Yeah, like, because you probably burned your you probably burned your taste buds. I'm playing Fortnite and my squad leaves me to fight off 2 other teams. Yeah, that sounds about right. Whenever a squad keeps leaving in a battle royale, what I do is I just follow them, especially if I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm like, okay, guess I'm just gonna follow wherever people are going. I'm just not even like gonna try to do my own thing. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of Gen AI in Fortnite. Really? That's so wild. Man, it's so sad. It's so sad. Damn. Hi, Mono. How's it going? Hi, Jesus. You're here. Welcome. Hi, Axia. Ni hao ma. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Hi. That looks like a good morning or good afternoon. We'll see. I recognize the middle character. Let's see if I can get it. I learned Wolf Long. Good evening. It's good evening. Wan Xiang Hao. Hello. Good evening to you. How are you doing today? Oh, guys. I am very tired. I'm very tired today. Very sleepy. How does Fortnite have Gen AI? Someone in TikTok chat is asking how Fortnite has Gen AI. Does anybody know, whoever's seen it, like what they're using it for? Parker, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi, AJ. How are you doing today? Let me get some more tea, guys. Give me a second. Hi, Jojo. Good morning. You have a question? Okay, nice. Yeah, actually, I will answer your question first, and then I will move to the next question. But give me 1 second. Give me one moment. Bro, that's been happening to me so many times in Brandos and Pokemon Unite. Really? I haven't played Pokemon Unite, but I've been interested. Oh, on your way to Guan? Is it Guan? Is it? How do I say the second half? Let's see.
我去着广州。
Oh, Guangzhou. I hope it's a really good time. Let me see if there's a translation for this. Oh, 玩得开心. Maybe have fun.
玩得开心。
Oh, 开心. 玩得开心. I hope you have a lot of fun. I hope it's very enjoyable. Yes. What in French is that? Wait, what is what? AJ, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, on the train. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting. Let me see. I don't know. Very good. Oh, I'm gonna be like, 很好, right? 很好. Very good. I don't know if that would be like a good response to that, but very good. Sounds like fun. I'm speaking in Mandarin for anybody who doesn't know. I've been learning Mandarin, and we have a few members in the community that are either learning or speak or know Mandarin as well as English. So we do a little bit of practice sometimes. Thank you, AJ. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, let me ask Jojo's question. Jojo the boy asks, hello, Sapphire, I have a question. Who inspired you to make VTuber? The biggest person that inspired me is gotta be, also, hold on, let me actually I'm gonna re-say that because I gotta start my recording. I don't know if I can change my output. Let me see while we're recording. No, I can't. Okay, so it's just gonna go wherever it's gonna go. That's fine. Welcome in, Crazy Art. Okay, so, Jojo the boy asks, who inspired you to make VTuber? Who inspired me is Code Miko. I don't know if you've ever seen Code Miko, but oh my goodness. She's really cool. So I think she got really innovative with it off the bat because she uses Unreal Engine and she uses a full like mocap suit and she uses that to control her VTuber, and she even has like a whole game dev like type world. So naturally, I really love art and I really love game dev. So seeing that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. And I would really love to do something like this someday. So I think she's a big part of who inspired me. And then naturally over time, I started to see VTubers like Mori Calliope and Gargura. And I really loved the music end of VTubing. I thought that was really cool. And they've really inspired me there. So like doing these music videos and having their characters, you know, they're kind of like music videos where you see the art and it zooms in and it shows the art of the character and then it has the lyrics on screen as well, which I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that later this week. If you're interested, I made one myself and I'm going to be posting it on my music channel. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to make it. So hi, Rinku, woo, hello. How are you doing today? Good morning, welcome in. I really appreciate the compliment. So yeah, those are the main people who inspired me. And then in modern day, who inspires me now is Deja Vu D. I think she's really funny, and I think her streams are really entertaining. And I'm trying to think whom else has been inspiring me a lot as of late. I think mostly Deja Vu D. There's a few other VTubers I don't 100% know their name, but I see them a lot on like my short feed, but I don't know their name, but I really take a lot of inspiration from their content. Oh, another person who really inspires me is Kiramiya Lulu, because if I were to talk to any VTuber about how to get better at VTubing and how to grow as a VTuber, I would point out like Lulu. The amount of dedication and love and care she puts into her work, in the consistency and how she continues to show up is so inspiring. Whenever I feel like quitting or feel really sad or like down on myself about creating content, I look at Lulu because she doesn't stop. She keeps going and she keeps finding a way. And it's like I saw her grow from like not very much to a lot. And it's so cool to see how no matter like how like things are going, she just keeps pushing forward. That's like true love and passion in my eyes. And she's somebody I really go to when I'm really feeling like I don't know if I want to keep going. So I'm really thankful for her. I definitely have different people that kind of inspire me in different ways, and I get a little bit of energy from them for different reasons, if that makes sense. Hi Creation, hi Nox, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for the like on the live, I really appreciate it. Hi Callie, it's so good to see you. Good morning. We're just answering VTuber questions today. If you have any, feel free to drop them in the chat. I would love to answer, or just content creation questions. Hi RX, good morning. Good morning, how are you doing today? Welcome. Zephyr said I double checked and what first result I got wasn't the game itself. Apparently the devs themselves confirmed they use Gen AI to create concept art for designs and new skins. Dang, yeah. And I wonder how much of the Gen AI like concepts they take to the final output. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it develops with art and AI like moving forward. I have so many mixed and just like every time I think about it, it just makes me so like frustrated and sad and like what is gonna happen. So I know how people are feeling with it because it is so frustrating. Yo, hi Eddie, welcome in. How are you doing? New Master Choco, hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in. This may be too advanced for FAQ, but how do you deal with being accused? I'm not sure. Oh, associate with the creator who did a very terrible thing. Oh, guilty with association. Ah, I have not heard of this term before. Okay, let me reread it just so I can get a clear recording of like trying to answer this question. Okay, how do you deal? Oh, hold on. Thank you, Komodo, for the hydrate. Let me hydrate. Okay, they said, how do you deal with being accused of guilty with association? AKA, are you associated with a creator who did a very terrible thing even when you aren't involved with the person's situation? I think I haven't had that happen with me before, but I think if I was in that situation, what I would do is I'd try to state very clearly where I stand on whatever thing happened, and I would try to be clear with that with people who ask, or I guess like you can make a few statements on it if you have like an X account or you have places you can post and talk about it. You do want to be careful because, you know, once you post things on the internet, people always find a way to take things out of context, especially when it involves drama or really crazy situations. But I think at the end of the day, people are still gonna accuse people if that's what they set their mind on, right? Some people can get very close-minded and they're just gonna be like, nope, I think you are 100% involved, and they don't listen to what you have to say about it, right? But at the end of the day, you know yourself and you know what you were and what you weren't involved in the situation. So you just have to speak to that. And if people don't believe you, at the end of the day, it's out of your control. You can't decide what they're going to think about you, and you can't control what they're going to think about you. So at the end of the day, then those people, you're not going to want them in your community anyways if they're not believing you, if they're not standing by what you're saying, especially if you're speaking the truth, right? So I think how I would deal with it is be vocal about it, explain the situation, try to clear it up, have a clear stance on how I'm feeling about that situation or how I was or wasn't involved. And then go from there, it's the people will decide what the people are going to decide, right? So I think that's probably what I would do if I was in that situation. But I do know that it changes too when you're in different situations. It might be a lot different when you're actually in that situation, but I think that's how I would handle it. I hope that helps answer your question, Choco. The only person I know is Iron Mouse and Shark One Girl. Oh, yeah. Really cool creators, by the way. Hi, Codex. How are you doing? Good to see you. Jinx is here. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello. Your biggest inspiration is K-Sound and Hollow Ian and Myth. Nice. That's so cool. It's good to have inspirations. They definitely inspire you to keep going. So that's good to hear. Yeah, of course, Jojo. Thanks for asking. I remember hearing this Sway started from someone being more humble beginnings before joining Hololive. Yeah, I think there's creators in Hololive that have a past life too, that have had different beginnings, right? I think everybody has a different journey too, and always a reminder to not compare yourself, but try to take how you could be inspired by somebody is really important. Hi, Rusty. Good morning. How are you doing? Chaos Gremlin. Hello. How are you today? Kelly, how's your coffee this morning? I'm drinking some tea and doing all right, waiting to hear back from your doctor. Oh, I hope that you do hear back from your doctor soon and that things are okay. Hi, Razu. Hi, Razu Zen. How are you doing today? Good morning. Minka said, I saw a video that Epic Games put out showing a concept artist for a base sketch and then have the AI render it for them, then make adjustments from there. They assured that an artist was still leading the decision making at every step, but who knows how much that video reflects reality, right? And then it forces us to confront the questions of like, where are we okay with using AI in our process? Should it be used at all in that part of the creative process? There's so many questions it leads, and I don't think I've decided fully how I feel about everything yet. I don't even know. I really have to sit down and like journal and think really hard about and have these conversations with people about what we think, what I feel is okay, what I feel is not okay, like different things like that. So, hi, Kimono, welcome in. I'm okay. My stomach has been hurting really bad today. It's been a little bit better throughout this stream than it was before. So I'm definitely tired and my stomach has been hurting. But other than that, I'm doing good. Other than those, physical, I don't know, is ailment the right word? They're like physical things. I'm doing pretty good. Let me get a sip of tea. Okay, there we go. Yummy. Yeah, so if y'all have any more questions, feel free to ask any of them in the chat. I'm going to refer to our questions list next that I got on the short that I made, and we're going to keep answering some of those. Like I said, I'm going to be putting these in a YouTube video. Give me 1 second too. I'm going to restart my TikTok stream. Whoops, hopefully that didn't force me offline for everything. Okay, let me fix this. Give me a second, guys, before I answer this next question. It'd be cool if the avatar was drinking water. Yeah, we got to get a drinking water animation for sure. That would be really cool. Yeah. For some of the questions being asked, some of them will make it. I'm going to prioritize the questions that have been asked on the reel, like posting those first because I told those people I would answer the questions. So we're going to start with prioritizing that. And then we shall see how many more I'm able to get to after that. Yeah, tummy hurt. It does. But I'm drinking some tea right now that's like a stomach calmer. It's like ginger and peach tea. I feel like there may be a gray area somewhere. Yeah, no, for sure. I think that sometimes there is a gray area. That's why it's so like an annoying topic to talk about. Annoying just because it takes a lot of effort and energy and thought when I just don't want to give any energy or thought to AI, TBH. I just wish it didn't exist, to be completely honest. I really do. Now that I would mess around with the gray area, of course, but still, yeah, for sure. All right. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Did. Hey, look, ma, I made it. Anybody know that song? Hey, Panic. Panic at the Disco. Actually, is that just by, was that by Panic or was it just by Brandon? Is it Brendan? Brandon? His name. Oh, what a good song where that song makes me cry every time. Every time. Okay, apparently my TikTok live is being messed up. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to fix it. Oh, I think I accidentally switched off my X stream. I think that's what happened. Oh, shoot. I think I accidentally hopefully didn't make like a bunch of extra X posts on accident. I'm gonna go check that. Okay, no, it doesn't show anything. I think it's still connected. Hi, Mom. I edited a Sapphire video. That's right. Mega shout out, guys. Kimono's one of my awesome editors. Big shout out to Kimono. Let's go. Okay. I think TikTok is back up and running. I'm waiting to continue. Okay, yeah. We're back up. We're back up and running. TikTok people, hello. Yeah, of course, Kimono. Hi, Carl. Hello, how's it going? Good to have you here. Okay, so let me see which questions I haven't answered.
Do you like League of Legends?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, that was so loud. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps switching reels. Dog, I'm not. Alright. Okay, let me look at this and we're gonna scroll. Okay. This White Lily Writes Stories has a ton of questions. Hi, Fortune. Hi, Pilk. Hi, Chance. Oh, guys, my tummy's a grumbling. Everything's fine. Okay, so White Lily Writes Stories asked, as a non-VTuber content creator, if possible, can you answer these? I don't know if they're saying like not being a VTuber. Interesting. Okay, I don't know exactly what they mean by the front context, but hi, Fortune. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Okay, they said, as someone whose views are dropping from 10,000 plus to 100 or 1,000, how can I focus on gaining more views on shorts and long forms? Okay, so for gaining more views, well, first of all, let me say, if you're going from 10,000 to 100 or 1,000, I know it seems very easy to feel discouraged and it can be very demotivating, but this will happen throughout content creation and throughout your career. I've had videos that have hit 600,000 views and I've had videos that hit 200 views. And even though I've been doing this for so long, you know, it's not a linear journey. It's not a linear growth. You're going to have moments where you're performing really well and you're not performing as well as far as views go. And that can feel very demotivating, especially for people who've been creating content for a long time or you have hit a really successful number. But I think this is why it's so important to fall in love with the process and with the journey and with the joy and the love of creating. Because if you don't enjoy creating and you're not enjoying that process, then you're really going to get demotivated when the views go down. But if you know your mission and you know why you started, that can be something, at least mentally, to keep you going. So from a mental standpoint, I try to remind myself of the wins I have had and remind myself that it does go kind of up and down, like a little bit like a roller coaster, for sure. And then how to focus on gaining more views on shorts and long form. I think for short form, maybe you can take a look at how your hooks are. The hook is the visual that starts on screen and what you're actually saying. And what I'd recommend is maybe checking out a few creators that are having views that are really good or they're performing really well and try to take notes like, what kind of hooks are they using? What are they saying, right? And visual hooks are really important too. What is the first thing the person sees on the screen? Because they have a million reasons to swipe to the next short. So if you're not really adding value or teaching them something new or catching their interest right away, they're going to swipe. So maybe revisiting your hook and trying to get good at really crafting a solid hook. As far as long forms go, the safe bet, I think, always when you're trying to get more views is evergreen content. And evergreen content is content where it's able to grow over a long period of time because it's something somebody is searching up using YouTube search or Google search. So if you can target questions people have been asking a lot, and there's tools you can use out there for that, like vidIQ is a great tool. You can use a free tool called Answer the Public, another really great tool. And those tools are going to help you understand what people are searching on the web, and you can turn those into short form or long form. And then when people use Google to look up like, hey, how do I do this thing? Then you will be able to answer that question and they'll click your video. And those videos are great because they're not just like a one and done normally. It's not like, oh, I created it, it got the views, and now people are never going to see it again. It's a video that has potential to grow for a long time. It's why it's called evergreen. It's like you plant the seed and the seed is growing for a long time. So that's what I would answer for that question. Do you like League of Legends? My answer was I both love and hate League of Legends. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hi Azu. Hi Jotar. How are y'all doing? Hi Camel Leon. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? I'm just answering some questions. Hi Hero. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. I'm going to anime convention soon this week. Oh, New Master Choco says, I'm going to an anime convention soon this week. How can I protect myself as a VTuber? I'm a small creator, so I should be fine, but you just never know who's watching you or can recognize you publicly. Yeah, for sure. Well, one thing you could do is you could wear like a cosplay of a character that has nothing to do with anything that you normally like talk about, I guess. And maybe that could be like a small, like slight disguise, I would say. Have somebody with you at your booth if you can. If you can have somebody. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about it like you're running a booth because I run booths. Let me back up. If you're just visiting, if you can go with a trusted friend or family member or somebody, because then you have someone to be able to help, like be by you or get you out of a weird situation. If somebody did recognize you and say something that like made you uncomfortable, you could also. I've seen a lot of YouTubers wear like masks. You could wear a mask on your face to help hide your identity. So I think those are a few different ways if you're trying to be safe going to a convention. I think that would help a lot. So hopefully that's able to help you. And I hope you enjoy your anime convention as well. Oh, the winter. Thank you so much for the follow. Joe Taro says, what's your favorite cereal? Very basic question. I don't eat cereal much these days because it's like straight sugar going into your veins. Thanks for whoever threw that cupcake. Like literally like that. That's how it feels to eat cereal. And but when I did eat more cereal, a few of my favorites are Lucky Charms. Oh my god, bro. I love Lucky Charms. So good. And I love Crave. I don't know how many of y'all have eaten Crave, but yo, if you've never tried Crave, you have to try it. Like, it is a chocolate deliciousness on the outside, or you can get the vanilla version, and you bite into that and it crunches like perfect. It's filled with like a liquid chocolate in the center. Oh my god, it's so good. And then what else? We got Lucky Charms, we got Crave. And then I love, if you're gonna go super simple, I love Pops. Have you guys ever had Pops? Those like little yellow things? They're so good. I know they're like so simple, but for some reason I'm like addicted to them. You run a booth. Are you also an artist? Dead On Studios? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm an artist, an illustrator, a concept artist. Yeah. I do tons of art. I don't do art streams as much as I used to. But yes, I sell fan art. I sell original art at my booth. Absolutely. No, I love cereal, but I don't really have it anymore because it's like literally straight sugar injecting into your veins. And I've been trying to make healthier choices. Stefan Mackey asks, what are major revenue streams for VTubers? Is it mostly gifts? That is a fantastic question. I love this question. One of the best and most underrated ways to make money as a VTuber is through sponsorships. I think every VTuber kind of can have a different revenue stream, but for me, sponsorships have been huge. And I think people position themselves a little bit strangely. I actually want to do like a workshop on this in the future, but what you can do is you can position packages. It's called packages. You put together a VTuber packaging. It's called a like, not the same thing exactly as a marketing deck, but I call it like a packaging deck. I don't know if that's like the correct term, but basically what you can do is you can set up tiers, okay? So you can have like, if you want to pretend to use like a League of Legends analogy or something, you do like bronze tier, silver tier, gold tier. And basically each tier has a different amount of things you offer. So maybe the first tier, bronze tier, is like a one long form video and one short form video and one shout out on my live stream this week. And then maybe your second tier, your silver tier, is going to be 2 long forms, 2 shorts, and a panel that advertises whatever sponsor on your Twitch page, your Purple app page, and then so forth. So you go up from there for each tier and you offer more, and then you can price them differently. And then it makes you look really professional as well. If you can make a little beautiful graphic with your VTuber and showing all these different packages of what you offer, and you send that to your sponsorships, that's a good way to increase and possibly be able to get more out of the sponsorship for both you and for the sponsor themselves, because then you're working together and you're more partners than just like a one-time sponsorship. So I think sponsors are one of the best and most efficient ways to make money as a VTuber, as a content creator. And I don't think enough people talk about that. Another way is YouTube AdSense if you're partnered on YouTube. Although they just changed the what you need basically to hit YouTube partner. I don't know all the stats. I hadn't looked into it. So you guys will want to look into that for sure. But ad revenue is a great way. For example, if you make, I think one of my highest viewed videos on my channel, long form, is 300. I think it's around 300,000 views. And I believe that video made around $500. But that means you'd have to be regularly making videos with like 300,000 views, which could be really hard, especially if you're a small creator. And shorts don't really make a lot with ad revenue. So ad revenue is one way. Another way is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing basically means any products you recommend, you can put a link in your description. Amazon affiliate marketing is awesome. If you're not signed up for it, you should sign up for it. Because the cool thing about Amazon affiliate marketing is when somebody clicks your Amazon link in your YouTube video, wherever you're recommending it, Twitter, etc., you actually get credit for whatever they buy in the next 24 hours. It doesn't matter. Like, think about anything you buy in the next 24 hours. Like, they could be grocery shopping. They can buy some random journal. They could be Christmas shopping, whatever. Whatever they buy, you get credit for in the next 24 hours. So that's another really great way to be able to make money as a VTuber as well. So we got sponsorships. We got ad revenue. We got affiliate marketing, associate. That's not just Amazon. You can get like percentages for selling and partnering up with certain people and getting like a specific link to be able to put in your description. And what I recommend you guys do too is like, don't always wait for somebody to reach out to you for sponsorships. If there's a sponsor you feel you would be a really good fit for, reach out to them with a pitch. Have an idea. Reach out to them and say, hey, love your product. I've been using this product. It's changed my life. This is awesome. I'd really love to do one long form YouTube video where I do this and talk about this, and one short form. Reach out to them with a pitch and say, ask them what their budget is. See what they're willing to do, right? So also reach out to sponsors. Be proactive. Be as proactive as you can when it comes to that. And any other ways, selling digital products, especially if you're an artist. Like I'm an artist, you can sell digital products. You can sell VTuber models. Customizable VTuber models have been growing a lot lately. The things that hit me, these, I sell those, right? I draw them. All those ones you just saw, I drew myself. So you can sell products. You can sell like ebooks. I would say like, don't rely on gifting, because like gifting and earning money from your community, it's always awesome. And like, I really appreciate all the support, but it can be really like draining. I personally think it'd be really draining to feel like you're always like, you don't ever want to expect something from your viewers. And if you can get a lot of your monetary support from somewhere else, rather than from your viewers, you're going to feel a lot better long-term as a creator, because then you're not like relying on like, oh, I hope that people are supporting me this month, right? I think that can feel really mentally like scary and kind of draining sometimes. I'm not saying like it's not going to happen, but you also at some point, I think Ludwig in his Streamer University broke down, even some of the top streamers might not even make that much from gifts, right? So that's why I think like sponsorships and leaning on like bigger companies is a better way, because you're going to feel better. Your community is probably going to feel better. Everything is just going to go a lot smoother. So it is a way that you can make money, but I wouldn't rely on it. And I really think you need to diversify your income, because I think a lot of people have this kind of facade that, oh, you're going to make all your money from gifted like subs and donations from your community. And that is like, in my opinion, that's the furthest thing from the truth. And there's a lot other smarter and better, like longer term ways for you to be able to make money as a content creator. So that's like a really good question. I think there's a lot more. I could do a whole workshop on this, and actually I probably will. That's a really good question, and I could go into it really deep, but I think that answers a lot of it off the bat. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Let me see. Hill the old people cereal bowl. You don't like Pops? What? I go off brand Captain Crunch. Oh, dude, Captain Crunch is good. I never used to be a big Captain Crunch person, but do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, I do. I haven't played enough of it. I've barely played it, but I always enjoyed it every time I did it, and I would love to try DMing eventually one day. Snow, yes, what's your question? Blu-rays, thank you for the follow. I'm just catching up with chat, guys. I went on a deep monetization, how to get money as a VTuber rant. Do you have any affordable PC Rex? I'm tried VTubing from my laptop and it almost exploded. Oh, shoot. I'm not sponsored by these companies, still working on it. But I got my PC from iBuyPower. Hashtag not sponsored, trying to get sponsored. I got to reach out to them again. But I got my PC from them. I've had mostly a positive experience. Their customer service is incredible. However, I did have some coil whine when I first got my PC. And it did go away. It used to happen, and I reached out to them, and they would have sent me a new part, but I was kind of lazy, I'm not going to lie, so I didn't get a new part. One of my siblings also got one from them and had an issue with, I think, also coil whine. So I will say, do take it with a caveat, but that's what I recently got, is I bought from them. In the past, I bought from Newegg, and I built my own PCs, but this time I built my PC, but I let iBuyPower buy it. Overall, it's been a pretty good experience, but I have had a little bit of technical concerns about it, but nothing that actually I don't think has negatively impacted me too much. So do keep that caveat in mind for that. And you can buy pre-built PCs. You can build and pick out your own parts and have them build it. So I think that's pretty nice. But yeah, so definitely do a ton of research and see look up, be like, oh, what type of PC do you recommend for VTubers? And just do a little looking around. I'm sure you'll find a lot more deeper seated answers, but that's what I did. Ari XN, thank you for the follow. We're not talking about the honey scam. No, I didn't know honey was a scam for the longest time either. Okay, let me get some tea. One sec, guys. Yeah, no problem. Happy to answer the question. Let me pop over to Purple app chat, make sure I'm checking. New Master Choco says the change will take effect in February next year. Oh yeah, 2027. I saw that. You'll need to. Okay, so for new YouTube partnership, you're going to need 1,000 subs and either 8,000 public watch hours, which I'm pretty sure is doubled in the last 12 months, or 20 million shorts views in 90 days. That's insane. I can't believe they're changing that. That's actually kind of crazy, guys. I feel very bad for people, and I can see how demotivating that might feel. So my heart goes out to anybody who's been working really hard towards YouTube partner. Yo, now's your time to push up until the end of the year. Take advantage of those old YouTube partnership watch hours. I believe in you guys. I got a follow-up question to the Amazon stuff. Okay, Zephyr said, wouldn't you still need to put your IRL name on there, or would a pen name still work? Because some people may not be comfortable with that. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Let me check my Amazon affiliate. I think you still have your real name attached to Amazon affiliate. I don't know if people will be able to connect back to that. That's a good question, Zephyr. I'd actually have to look into that. I'm not 100% sure. For the affiliate link, I don't think it says your name for it. Let me see. If somebody clicks your affiliate link, I don't think that it will. I'll have to look a little bit deeper into that, Zephyr, actually. Good question, though. That's a really good one. And I think people should definitely look into that to double check it. And some companies are okay with you using your VTuber name or your pen name, because a lot of people understand the anonymity. I don't know if that's how you say it. The anonymity aspect, right? On the account link for who you're buying from. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe you could make a VTuber alias account. Not sure. Good one, but I don't know the answer to that. Jewel says how to get sponsorships. No problem. Yeah, Jewel. So Jewel's asking how do you get sponsorships? I was saying this earlier. I recommend that you reach out to the sponsors or people you think would align well with your brand. So if you're an art channel and you use a drawing tablet, you're a digital artist, I would recommend reaching out to different arts tablet companies like XP Pen or Wacom or Huion, and reach out to the different art tablet companies. Maybe you sell merch at Artist Alley and you started a YouTube channel. Reach out to anything that does homemade, making stickers, like Cricut makes homemade stickers, right? Or makes homemade printing. 3D printers out there. If anybody has a 3D printing channel, I'm sure you could reach out to anyone that sells hardware let me see. Oh yeah, that sells hardware, and see if they'd give you the product and possibly sponsor a video. So yeah, reach out to sponsors. That's one of the best ways, because they might not know you exist, but you'd be a perfect fit. That's very possible, especially if you're a smaller creator. And let me say, from a company perspective, because I work full-time at a company, right? And we do influencer marketing. It's called influencer marketing. And you reach out to influencers and you try to set up sponsorships and deals with them. As somebody who works there, there's companies that are working and looking for creators of all sizes. So don't think oh, I'm way too small of a creator to get a sponsor. Not true. Some companies prefer you to be a smaller creator because they know your audience. You're a little bit more, not in a sexual way, of course, but like more intimate with your audience, right? Like more connected to them, more understood, like more, you talk with them more and they're more willing to like click your links compared to a bigger creator because maybe they're not as connected or like understand them as much, right? And that's called micro influencers. There's different tiers. Basically, you have like macro, which is like 100,000 to 1 million. There's like micro influencers. Maybe you have like 10,000 subscribers or a few thousand. Doesn't matter. A company might be looking for both. They're going to look for macro. People are hitting millions or hundreds of thousands. And they're going to look for people like under 100,000. No, I have to say it. So people are like, why are you saying intimate? Right? I have to say it. We got to add the extra context. Those greedy jerks at YouTube made it harder fairly recently. Dude, I can't believe that. That was so wild to me. A-Rhyme, what happened to YouTube is they increased the partner, what it takes to become a partner on YouTube. So basically to like get AdSense or like make money on YouTube. They've like pretty much doubled a lot of this stuff, unfortunately. Okay, let me pop back over to TikTok chat and see. Erica, thank you for the follow. Good morning, Aiden. Hello. Can you change your VTuber hair color? I can, yes. This is a customizable model, so I can easily change it. Unless you're asking in general if VTubers could do that. Christian, happy early birthday. Oh, you finished your media kit? Yes, it's called a media kit last night. That's awesome, Fortune. I'm so excited for you. Yes, you could put together a media kit and you can have like all your stats put together. A lot of companies will want to know what your statistics are as well. Like how many female, how many male audience, what age they're at. What country they're watching from, because that's really important to a lot of companies too. So what you put together, it's called a marketing deck, and you can send this as well. I'll show you guys an example. I have one, but mine's really old. Let me see if I can show you guys my old one. I have to put together a new one. You get to a point sometimes too, I haven't put together a new one in a while because I've had a nice consistent line of sponsors coming in where I haven't really had to update it as much, but I actually do need to update it recently now. I didn't need to for a while, but now I do. Marketing deck. Let me show you guys. This is going to be one of my older ones. This one is 2023. Oh my god, bro. Throwback. Okay, I'll show you guys. Hold up. I'll show you guys. Let me see. We're going to switch screens. And let me switch this. One moment. We're going to go to my... That is not the right monitor. That's my height monitor. That's my really thin monitor that has my Saya on it. Anyways, wrong monitor. Oh my god. Ni hao ma. Welcome in. Okay, so let me show you. This is an example of a marketing deck. I would like to make a new one because this is kind of old. But basically, here it is. I have my real self. You don't need your real self on there. I just did because one of my strengths is that I showed my real face in my VTuber, and it was kind of like a unique thing about me. Okay, so there I am. And then I have an about me section that just talks about my credibility, like why you should work with me and who else I've worked with. Sometimes they like to see who else you've worked with as well, because it adds credibility to your name. Like, oh, I worked with this big brand and this big brand. They're like, oh, okay, I can trust this creator, right? And you talk about what your values are, what you do as a content creator, and that will help them see like if they align with you, right? It is. That's such a throwback though. 2023, man. Oh my god, that was a few years back. And then we have down here my stats, right? Like here is YouTube. Like I said, this is a while back. And I have Twitch, TikTok. I would add more now here because I have Instagram and X. Here's my demographic, right? About 50-50 male, female at that time. And average audience age. So yeah, you can, this is called a marketing deck. You can have like your tagline, the things that you do. And this is one of those things that you can send to your sponsors as well. Do I want to see a trick? As long as it's a nice trick. Hi, Cannon. Welcome in. How's it going? Hi, Kiplin. How are you doing? Welcome. But yeah, that's what a marketing deck looks like. So I recommend you guys put that together. Oh, thank you. Yes, I can give you a hug. Hold on. But give me a second. I just lost my... Okay. Hug incoming. Hugs for everybody! Big hugs! I hope you have a nice day! Big hugs. Alright. Great questions, everybody, by the way. Really appreciate it, guys. How are you? I'm okay. Honestly, my stomach is in pretty bad pain today. I don't know what's going on, so I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm surviving, though. I'm doing alright. We're getting through it. Thanks for the, I don't know what that means, Sketchy, but welcome in. Yo! thank you so much for the 102 roses. Thank you for your support. Shishi, thank you. Shishi, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yo, Salty, what the hell? It's called a marketing deck, correct? Yeah. And also media kits are a thing too. Although I don't know if I ever put together a full media kit, but let me see what the actual definition of a media kit is. A lot of people do them, but I haven't really. Media kit. A curated digital or physical packet of promotional information. Yeah. So like you could put together a presentation even and send it as a PDF where it has like your marketing deck, a few of your top viewed videos along with deeper analytics. If you want to get really like deeper into sharing that info, like the even more behind the scenes with them, you can do that. It says it includes highlights of brand, business, or content creators, key statistics, audience, demographic, services, contact details, might even include like other sponsors. So yeah, media kits, pitch decks, marketing decks, there's different names for it. With roses, thank you. When my stomach's upset, I get punched in the gut. That sounds horrible. I'm drinking some tea. Hi, Mr. Waters. Welcome in. How are you doing today? So good to see you. Welcome in. It had to happen. Rude. Okay. No problem. Yeah, Jewel, I hope that answers more of your question. Marketing deck, promo package. Gotcha. My team and I need to get on that. Yeah, Sketchy, you guys absolutely have to do it. I'm telling you, sponsors is a really, really great way to make money as a VTuber, as a creator. If you're not making money with it, you're sleeping on that right now and you're probably missing out on a lot of income. So I really, really recommend. Like, it's something everyone here should be prioritizing, to be honest with you. You should be prioritizing it, like, straight up. I once ate a whole box of Crave in a day. That's all I ate. Oh my gosh, really, Kimono? I hope you're all right. Let me see who else. FYI, the new monetization requirement is for unlocking ad revenue. Yeah. The requirements for just getting into YouTube Partner for Super Chats, memberships, and YouTube Shopping stay the same. Oh, good to know. Okay, I didn't know those details. I didn't look super deep into it. Very good to know. Okay, awesome. So it's harder to do VTubing on YouTube now. You can still do VTubing on YouTube, and it definitely doesn't mean don't do it. Because like they were just saying, you can still get membership, super chat. So you can still live stream to your audience, right? And be able to potentially make super chat, connect with your audience, etc. It's just a bit harder to get ad revenue, it sounds like. Which ad revenue is cool. It's not everything though. To give you guys context about how much somebody can make for ad revenue. So back when my YouTube channel was really doing well and I had a lot of videos, like long form videos bringing in, because like I said, that's where you get your ad revenue from. Let's see, I probably made around 200 USD a month in ad revenue, $200 in ad revenue. And now, let's see, even though I post mostly shorts right now, not as much long form, but I want to get more on it, long form. Let's see how much I make. I'm going to go to it right now. I think it's around like $60 to $70. Yeah, $60 to $70 a month from YouTube ad revenue. And that's because like I said, I kind of took a big hiatus and wasn't really active. So a lot of that kind of went down for me. But yeah, put into perspective, like how much you could potentially make for sponsorships, you could start charging, like, it depends on how big you are. You can charge anywhere from, like, if you're a small creator, like $300 per video to like $1,000 per video and even more, depending on like how big you are and just like a bunch of different other things. Now, how to price yourself, that's a whole thing that I would like to do more like deep dive and research to be able to present to you guys some actual good information on what I think. But it is different for everybody depending on your experience, the time you have, how valuable your content and your platform currently is, stuff like that. But you can make quite a nice amount, which is really cool. It's a great way to be able to bloom your business as a creator. I tried making a VTuber avatar. Got peeved at how bad my vision wasn't translating. What do you mean by that, Soup? No problem, Cannon. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Wide Saya. Yeah. Yeah, New Master, thanks for sharing that. If you're aiming for YouTube Partner to get the ad revenue, then yes, it'll become harder once the new monetization requirement takes into effect. Yeah, and it doesn't start till next year. You guys still have plenty of months to be able to make it. Yeah, it's not all doom and gloom. Unless you're connected to a big company like Hololive or Niji Sanji, then yeah, I'd say it's harder. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You just have to be strategic about how you're making money. And you need to ask yourself if that's your goal. That's not everybody's goal, right? I think it's so important for you to understand your goal when it comes to content creation and VTubing. You need to ask yourself, what am I actually trying to do here? Am I trying to build a community? Am I trying to make money? Am I trying to go full time? Am I just trying to make a little extra passive income to be able to have fun with it? Am I trying to funnel that back into a business to grow the business? And what is your life goal, and how does VTubing and content creation fit into that, right? Are you trying to get more time? Are you trying to not work a job at a company and you want to run your own business? And then you need to figure out what it takes to actually get there and do that thing. And you need to sit down with a pen and a journal and journal that out and come up with ideas, right? That's another thing too. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I want to make money as a content creator of YouTube, but then they don't actually come up with any plan to make money. They just say, I want to make money, but then you don't come up with actual actual pathways for what it looks like of how to actually make that money. I see this happen a lot. So I think it's really important for you to get clear on those goals and to know that your goals can change too. You can say, okay, next 3 months, my focus is to bring more money in selling digital assets and promoting that through my short form content through VTubing. Okay, 3 months goes by. Talk about it. Reflect on it. How did it go? Did you make money? What product did good? What product didn't do good? Did you do absolute dog water and you got to go back and research, go back to the whiteboard? Are you like, I realized I don't really want to make that much money. I actually want to like build a community. That's more important to me right now. Okay, then what are you going to do to switch that up? Build your Discord, maybe do some community movie nights, different things like that. So it's really important to get clear on your goal and to reevaluate and reflect on your goal regularly so you understand where you're going. Because what's the point if you're just like wandering and ambling aimlessly through the forest and you don't really know where you're trying to go? And some people are fine with that. Sometimes you do need to start that way. Sometimes you're like, okay, I don't really know exactly what this is going to be yet, so I'm just going to try it. And that's fine, but you are going in with the intention that you are going to be wandering aimlessly. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference of like knowing that is, you're doing that and just doing that because you're not like building that self-awareness or taking time to reflect. There is purposeful, aimlessly wandering. That makes sense. Trying to because I was curious and it straight up didn't look good. Oh yeah, for sure. I hear you. It takes time to build a VTuber model and like a character design that you really like, or to find one, right? Yeah, that's the general consensus I've noticed with several other VTubers. Is it true takes around 5 to 10 minutes? It takes 5 to 10 minutes to make sure everything's running and set up. Yes. And if you're collabing, it might take 30 minutes to an hour to set up everything. So if you're ever collabing, if you've never collabed before, make sure you have 30 minutes to an hour to set up beforehand, because there's so many technical difficulties you can run into. So yeah, absolutely. And for me, yeah, it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to set up stream stuff beforehand. And there's things you can do to save more time with setup as well. So that's really important too. If you want to save like time on setup, there's ways to do that. Ever since you started streaming on YouTube, it's allowed me to watch the stream on my Roku TV, which I appreciate. There's no Twitch Roku. Shoot. Well, I'm honored to be on the big screen. Yo, Mom, I'm on the big screen. No, yeah. You know what else is a crazy statistic, Vinka? Did you guys know that YouTube is becoming one of the most watched platforms on people's TV? Remember we used to have cable back in the day? Hey! People are actually watching YouTube on their TV more than ever. And I actually do too. I play like lo-fi music while I'm cooking, or have like cute little cozy like things playing on YouTube while I'm cooking in the kitchen. So yeah, it's really cool to know that. And that's really awesome too. That's why I think it's important to stream on YouTube as well, or to post your videos on YouTube, because a lot of people, that's the way they're watching and consuming content, right? No problem, Aram. You're good. You're good. You're still learning English. No problem. No problem. That the whole family is watching Sapphire. Dude, poggers. Yeah, using a doll maker helps. Yeah, coming up with like a simple like way to start to visualize your character at first helps for sure. Amari Perky, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Ryo. Welcome in. How are y'all doing? Hi. Hello, hello. Thank you for the support. Yeah, let me catch up. No, you can ask as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for. Let me get a sip of tea, guys. Make sure you hydrate. Okay, so New Master Choco says, your last question, and if you have more questions, feel free to ask them. That's what I'm here for. Okay, if you're doing a mix of IRL content, do you still consider yourself a VTuber? There's been a trending topic being discussed for this the past days on Twitter and X. Yeah, absolutely. You can still be a VTuber. You might not call it VTubing if you're using like your IRL self, but when you're using your VTuber, you're VTubing. I think they finally came out with an official term for people who are VTubing both their IRL self and their VTuber. I think it's called X-tubing, is it? Somebody, yo, who knows what this is called? Wait, let me see. What's the term when you are streaming or VTubing with your real self and character. I think it's called Xtuber. I think you're an Xtuber. That's the term they started to call it. Okay, Gemini is just saying hybrid streaming, but like, I don't know. Let me see. VTuber identity versus character separation. Here's an article from VTuber model commissions. I don't know. They're not really saying much. Somebody said it. I heard it from somewhere. I don't know if that's the actual term. But I think it's still VTubing. It might just not be called VTubing when you're in the actual act of like being your real self. I guess it's kind of like, think about animation, how you have different types of animation, like stop motion and like claymation and things like that. I kind of think of it like that. I guess it's just another form of creating. So I just view it as a type of term. So you might be a VTuber and you might be VTubing, or you might be IRLing. I don't know what you'd call it, but yeah, I definitely think you still are. That's a really interesting question though. Hi Staff, welcome in. Hi Cherry, how are you guys doing today? Welcome. We're just answering questions about content creation and VTubing. If you have any of them, feel free to send them in the chat. I'm gonna, over time, have my editors turn these into some short form pieces of content. Fortune said, do you think it's still worth using Twitter/X if I had an awful experience on there? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me just say this. Twitter/X, thank you for the posture check. Twitter/X can be a nightmare. I really understand when people are like, dog, I hate this platform. I really understand because it can get really toxic and really dramatic. Let me get a hydrate too. Thank you. It could be really toxic there. I think something I've been thinking a lot about lately is intentional content consumption. Intentional content consumption, which means I swear, I've been on this lately because I noticed that social media can change my mood so easily. I could have been really happy and then I watch a short and I'm like, dude, I hate life. Like literally, it can have that power sometimes. So I try to get really intentional about the content I'm consuming. I'm not just going to try to open like Instagram and just mindlessly scroll. If I catch myself doing them, like, what am I doing? I didn't even plan to go do this or like switch my mind, right? And I'm not saying like watching shorts and content is bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like if you want to control your atmosphere of what you're consuming and be intentional about it, it's really interesting to watch yourself randomly open these apps and start like scrolling mindlessly. Hi, William. Hi, Fury. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. So if you want to go on one of those platforms, Fortune, you need a lot of VTubers, but I just can't. You could always try Blue Sky too, Fortune. What have you thought about Blue Sky? I will say, I think it's a missed opportunity if you choose not to use a platform that has a lot of potential to help you grow. But I also respect setting your own boundaries and not wanting to use certain social platforms for whatever reason. So I think that's fine. You just have to come to the conclusion that you need to come to the decision and the conclusion that you're going to be missing out on that potential audience, right? And you need to understand that, I think. And that's fine. If you make that decision, totally respect that. So I guess it comes back to like how much you really, is it you don't like the platform and you don't want to support the platform, or you don't like what you're seeing on your feed? Because if you don't like what you're seeing on your feed, that's a different story. You can try to be more intentional and cultivate a more positive feed and try not to engage with drama, but still leave a positive impact, right? So there's kind of those different routes of like, do you not want to support the platform? Okay, totally respect that. Everybody has that choice to make. But if you're just not liking your feed, you can't change that. That's something that you can make different. So I think maybe ask yourself that question, Fortune, is like, why do you not want to use the platform? And do you feel like you want to keep that boundary? Or is that something you think you could overlook? And that's a question only you can like truly answer for yourself, right? But then you, like I said, you need to understand like, okay, you're going to miss out potentially on some audience members, but you can look at alternatives like Threads or Blue Sky. Yeah, Blue Sky. If you want to use a different platform. A lot of people have switched to Blue Sky because of that reason, because they don't like X/Twitter. MX, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hi, William. Hi, Vox. How are you doing today? Hello. Okay, let me see. Still catching up on some questions. We're caught up on TikTok questions. Let me check on Purple App and YouTube. Hi, Jagan. So good to see you. Yes, I like to stream sometimes early in the morning. How are you doing today? I liked YouTube on my little Roku TV, but the software was awful. You moved to PC? No, shoot. Makes sense. YouTube is competing with Netflix and other streaming TV platforms. It is, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's winning based on the stats I've seen. Cable TV, thanks for making me feel old. I know, same, right? I'd be lying if I said I didn't happen to me, because I do have a laundry list of things I want to do on Google Doc. I've only done like a couple of them so far. The big part of the reason for that is just because I've been dealing with a lot of mental issues lately, mainly depression, and sometimes when I think I'm out of it, it comes back with a vengeance. I hear that for sure. I definitely know what you mean. It's really hard when mental blocks come into play. I've had a lot of moments in big mental blocks that have come up for me as well throughout the years. And I think something that's really helped me, a quote that's really, really helped me lately, and this doesn't always help because sometimes with like depression or anxiety, it's a chemical imbalance and you can't just like override that, because I've been there and I've experienced that and I understand. But something that's really helped me a lot with like overwhelm, or there's so much I want to do on my list, is making a decision. And I feel like decision making brews confidence. I don't remember who told me this. I talked about this with somebody the other day, and they said something even as simple as saying this statement out loud in your head. Today, I'm going to make a short YouTube video. Today, I am not going to be making a long form video. That can clear up your mental state so much. If you literally state your decision out loud of what you're deciding to do, it finally can reduce some of that fog you have or that overwhelm that you have. Because there's so much going in your brain. Oh, I need to do this. I'm working on this project. I want to build stickers for my art booth, and I want to make a YouTube short, and I want to stream 3 times this week, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. I heard that, and that like changed my life. And I heard this like, I don't know, somebody said this to me. They said it and I was like, dog, wait, that's so good. And that brews confidence, because if you could make a decision of, okay, for example, for me, I'm like, even when I feel like demotivated or I want to quit, I am going to be producing as much content as I can, working with my team for the next 6 months. Now, granted, you might have something seriously crazy happen, like life-changing, and you might have to change that. But excluding like crazy life circumstances, like getting out of hand or whatnot, it's like, I'm going to commit to this because I want to commit to this, and then reevaluate. And I think that's really powerful, to be able to see it through, to be able to build that trust with yourself, to be able to build that confidence with yourself by making the decision. And little by little, you make those decisions, you build self-trust, and you feel like you're going to follow through more on the projects and the things you set out to achieve. Hi, V-Rex. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Hello, hello. Thank you, Fortune. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I was told a really interesting fact tonight. Did you know that the original records were actually stored in cans, the same size and shape as soda cans? Whoa! Wait, what? Like playing music is stored in a can? Also, hi Yoru. How are you doing? Welcome and good to see you. Last time I was on Blue Sky, it felt like there were engagement. That's where engagement goes to die. Has it gotten better? I cannot say, because I don't personally use Blue Sky. I've had a lot of people follow me, even though I don't post on Blue Sky, which is weird. I think it's like because people are switching, but it's mostly people that are already in my community that probably looked me up on Blue Sky. I think it wasn't like just random follows of people I didn't know. I don't really know, because I haven't used Blue Sky. It hasn't been a platform that I've prioritized. For me, I've mostly prioritized YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok. Did I say Instagram? I think I already said Instagram. Purple app. Those are the ones I prioritize. I think adding any more would be a lot until I put a better system in place. Because right now I do a lot of manual posting, which is like not like the best use of my time, and I could be doing better posting on like Threads and Blue Sky. Like if I were to add 2 more to my arsenal, I would add Blue Sky and Threads, but I just haven't made time for it, to be honest. So I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure about engagement on Blue Sky. I haven't done a ton of diving on it, or a deep dive. But if anybody else uses Blue Sky, feel free to add your 2 cents in the chat. I'm sure Yori would love to hear about it. TBH, you wake up to watch my streams. Thank you. That's nice. I appreciate that. Hopefully you can be inspired. You'll not order chicken tenders today? No! You gotta get chicken tendies. You will not. Yeah, there you go. I will not order chicken. Oh, I see what you're saying. I will not order chicken tenders today. I will cook healthier food today. Doesn't that feel powerful, Vox? See, we're all growing together. Bro, I tried making a Facebook account so I could do a page and my account got locked. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why. I wonder why that happened. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can look into it. I've been telling you guys, I made a short, or I'm working on a short. I didn't release it yet, about not sleeping on Facebook. Guys, do not sleep on Facebook. I talk about this. I was like, this is dumb, bro. I was posting my shorts and they're getting like 43 views. Also, no shame to anybody getting a lower amount of views. It takes time to grow up. But I was just like, dog, we're getting like 43, 53 views. I'm like, what am I doing this for? But I'm like, I don't care. Trust the process. We're going to post. Just send it. Just send it. And I keep posting, and then all of a sudden I get a real big shout out to my editor Kimono. We worked really hard. One of our shorts got 20k views, and I was like, oh my god, we went from like 23 Facebook followers on my page, which were probably mostly friends and family, to like 2.7k now. I think I'm at 2.7k followers on Facebook. Now, are any of those people converting to my live streams? I have no idea, but it's kind of funny and it's kind of a good meme. I try to convert people. I try to convert them. JK. But it's just kind of crazy. And now I have a short. I think my best short on there is at 50k, around 40 to 50k views. And it was like, I was just like really surprised. But if you're posting shorts, you guys definitely post it on Facebook pages. I talk about this all the time. It might not be doing good, but you never know what's going to pop off. I'm telling you. Also, hi, Rye Eagle. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hi, Racy. So good to see you. Hi, guys. Hello. Yeah, Blue Sky is a smaller metrics, but they're actually stronger engagement. Yeah, see, exactly. So that's similar to what I was talking about with like sponsorships earlier. It's like you don't have as many users, but you might have stronger engagement, right? So you get different things from different platforms, and you got to be clear on what your goal is with that platform as well, right? So get clear on your goals of what you're trying to do as well. I know a lot of people are like, oh, dog, I want to grow my Twitch stream. And I'm like, dog, I can't even find your Twitch link on your Twitter, even though they're making their posts. Be clear about where you're trying to bring people or what you're trying to promote. If you have a product you just released, make it super simple, stupid, obvious. Make it super obvious. Make it really easy for somebody to click. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me get a sip. Whatever your goal is, be clear about it. Right now, for me, my biggest goal has been, I want to grow my streams. And so what I've been doing is every single link, I make the choice for you. I don't even give you another choice to look at my other links. I put Twitch in the bio everywhere. Go to my live stream. Go to my live stream. Okay, so just be clear about like what you're trying to promote and what your goal is in that chapter of your content creation career. I think that's really helpful. I can see an argument against that too. People saying, oh, you want them to see all your platforms because they could follow you. Right now, I wanted to try something different. Like, I'm just going to give you one choice of what I'm trying to be purposeful about, right? Most people won't even look past the first link, right? And if you give people a lot of options, they might tweak out. They might be like, oh, I don't really know what to click. Like, because there's so many different areas. So you can make the choice easy for them, right? I think that's one philosophy and a theory that I'm trying out right now. There's lots of different theories and philosophies. You got to be willing to like try them out. For sure. Hi, Dead Sun. Welcome in. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Hi, Sonic. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, and the opposite is true as well. Self-depreciating talk will eventually be treated as truth in your psyche if you continuously repeat it. Yes, totally. There's a book I'm reading right now called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And it literally is I know, like, fake it till you make it, kind of like people like, really? But fake it till you make it is genuinely true because your subconscious absorbs what you think and believe about yourself. Definitely. Something I haven't done it super successfully, but what I've been trying or thinking about at least is whenever I have like a thought that I prefer not to have, like just some negative thought. I'm not saying like don't feel your emotions and like try to understand what you're going through, but I've been trying to be more intentional about positive thinking lately. And a theory or like a system I've been trying to come up with is like, for every negative thought I have, I'm going to try to think 3 positive things that are going well, just because I'm trying to retrain my mind right now to think more positive in general. It doesn't mean like don't acknowledge my emotions and have bad days, but it means like I'm trying to create an overall more positive atmosphere in my brain in general. And I think everyone can benefit from like things like that. I really think it comes down to like being intentional with everything you do and getting clear and making a decision. I feel like that's like the theme of today is like, how can you be clear and intentional? And you can even like, maybe you don't know and that's fine, but at least you said it out loud. Maybe like, I don't really know what I want right now. I'm going to explore and maybe some more answers will come. But if they don't, maybe you can set a deadline for yourself. Oh, in a few months, if I'm still feeling a little like I'm wandering aimlessly, let me try to set a goal and just see how it goes and be intentional. It's kind of like similar to what my League of Legends coach told us when we were going into our championships. Like when he was coaching us, he's like, okay, guys, this is something that's better to do in League. If you guys are going to make a decision, like for example, I don't know who plays League, But just think of playing a game and you're going to go for an objective, okay? He's like, if you guys are going to go for dragon, I'd rather have you all commit to taking dragon than for 3 people to commit and 2 people to dip out and be like, peace, I'm not doing this, bad idea. Your chances are way higher if you're sending everybody to commit to that idea than splitting yourself halfway. I think the same thing for like a decision that you make of what you want to try. Obviously, there's caveats to this of like quitting your job versus not quitting your job. You want to be careful with that, right? But what I mean is like be clear on your intention, and if you're gonna put your energy into it, try to like put it full force, right? I unfortunately play League. Me too, Pika. That's what I always say, unfortunately. How are you doing today, Pika? Welcome in. Hello. Right? Because when you're dealing with objectives, you still need to treat it like a RTS, not a MOBA. Agreed. VREX, that's a good way to put it. It's like you still want to think about it like a real-time strategy, not a MOBA. Yeah, 100%. It's more of like the idea of like committing yourself to something instead of like just dipping your toes in the water strategically. And it's good to see you too, Racy. I hope you're doing good. Hi, Cyweeb. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. I've had a little bit of tummy pains today. It's doing a little bit better now though as the day's gone on. Do you have a different Facebook for your VTuber than your normal Facebook? Yes, please don't use your normal Facebook. You make a Facebook page. Yeah, you make a Facebook page. They won't let me change my name and stuff on there. Yeah. The page is separate from your actual like name on Facebook. And if you're ever gonna post an event like your live stream, just make sure it's not linked to your location before you post it. Yep. No problem, VREX. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm super down, VREX. I hope you have a good one. Nice chatting with you. I hope you sleep super well and have really sweet dreams. Let me see. Okay, guys, I'm still catching up. No, you're good. New Master Choga said, in case you missed it, speaking of a company, how do you deal with companies scamming you? They're a merch company. What should you do then? I know my Oshi recently found out her merch was not even made and she wasn't even paid out. And one day later, she said it on Twitch, the company filed a bankruptcy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so wild. That does happen. I think the best thing you can do before you commit to going, first of all, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Second of all, you want to do research to see the legitimacy of the company. And sometimes even if the company is legit, there could have been a bad timing and there might have been some sketch stuff going under the scenes. And then it might have just been really bad timing. And that's really, really sucks. I know that happens a lot. I think the best thing you can do though is research the company, especially if you've never worked with them before, and see who else they've worked with before. You can even possibly reach out to those creators and say like, hey, how was your experience working with this company? Like, was it smooth? How was the payment system like? You can always compare notes with your fellow content creators, VTubers. I think that's pretty helpful. But that does really, really suck. Yeah. Not paid out. Man, yeah, that happens. I had a really rough situation a few years back. I was working with a sponsor. I don't know how I feel about saying like, oh, definitely don't. I don't even know if they're in business now or whatnot. And I'm just going to not say their name for now, just so I don't, because I don't know how I want to talk about that exactly. So I just don't want to say it for now. But what I am going to say is, yeah, they like paid me a little bit. And then they tried to change the contract mid-negotiation. Like, I already signed the contract, and they're like, actually, we can't pay you that. We're going to pay you, like, $100 less or, like, $200 less than what we said. I'm like, bro. And then they're like, and then I was like, dog, okay, I'm going to remove the posted videos because, obviously, they didn't fulfill the contract. And in the contract, it says I can remove the videos, like, if they didn't meet the criteria or whatever. So I remove it, and then they email me the next day and they're like, yo, can you please repost the videos? I'm like, bro, you didn't even pay me the full payout that you guys agreed to. So it does happen. I've had a lot of positive sponsorship experiences too though. So make sure you're doing your research and figure out how you want to be paid out. Because some companies, they'll be like, okay, we'll give you a 50% down payment and then we'll give you 50% after you post the video unlisted. So you can come up with safety measures too. You can request 100% payment upfront. I don't think that's unfair to say, right? Some people, it depends how you work. And some like artists who will do commissions, they're like, okay, I'll draw the sketch and then you can pay me all the money. Or some people like 50% down payment after I do the sketch, the other 50%, and then I'll color it. So there's a lot of different, it depends what you're comfortable with. So figure out what that is for you and then be clear about those boundaries. Like, what do you want? And some companies are kind of strict with it depending on like their internal system. They might have to get approvals or this or that, so they might have to do it a specific way. But then in that case, do your research about the company and know like or reach out to other creators and be like, is this how they did it for you? Or they try to pull a fast one on you, right? Hi, Fortune. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Hi. Also, one second, for anybody watching on TikTok, Purpley, I'm gonna reset my TikTok stream, so I'll be back in a second. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said we should do more often. Creators should share with other creators about it. If so companies aren't good to work with. No, actually to gossip, but like sharing information as long as it is not anything breach of contract. Totally agree. And definitely do read your contracts as well, because some companies will be like, I don't want you to talk about this or that, or make sure you're getting the freedom you deserve as the creator. There's a company I'm working with right now, and I really respect and appreciate them because the way they wrote the contract is very in favor of the creator, of the YouTuber, of the VTuber. And I'm like, that's super cool. Those are the kinds of things that make me really trust a company, is when they really write something in favor of the creator, because then you know they're not trying to like rip you off or like trying to make you not do something you don't want to be doing or put you in a bad position, right? So I think that's really important to do that research. It's a good question, but totally agree. Like, reach out to your fellow creators and understand what they've gone through with that sponsor, for sure. I've had good experiences and I've had bad experiences, but luckily I've had a lot more positive experiences than negative ones as well. And you guys want to be careful for like people that are phishing or scamming as well. If the email looks sus, it probably is sus. You can even look up the email address on Google, and sometimes you'll find like Reddit posts that say, this person's a scammer. So always like look up and try. Another thing I like to do is, if you think someone's scamming you on a sponsorship, go to their official website and see. Sometimes it will show who works at their company, and try to look and see if the name matches any of those people, or like look up their name on LinkedIn. Not all companies share that info, but it is an extra like measure of precaution that you can take. Or you can also go try to find that company's official influencer sponsorship email. You try to find it somewhere on their contact section on their website and say, hey, I got reached out to by this email. Is this somebody who officially works at your company? You can also check via that way as well. It's another good way. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Absorbing the knowledge. Yay, good. I'm so glad. How long have you been drawing? Oh gosh, I started drawing pretty much like, I started drawing in like 5th grade. I'm 26 now for reference. But I started drawing more like seriously my junior year of high school, which is like, God, how long ago is that, guys? That's like almost 10 years ago. But that's when I started doing like AP art classes, and I went to school for art. So I've been drawing a long time. Yeah. I haven't drawn as much in recent times, but okay, let me restart. Oh, let me see if it restarted. These are all great questions, guys. We're gonna have to do, I really want to do a deeper dive like sponsorship stream with y'all, because I think that would really help. That would be like a really helpful for a lot of people, because there's been a lot of questions regarding it today. Yeah, instead with a job you apply to. Yeah, it happens with jobs too. It totally happens with jobs as well. Hi, Concepted. How's it going? Hi, Viator. Yeah, you definitely got to research, because there's a lot of people who will scam you nowadays. And like, be really careful about the links you guys click in your email. If you see a link, if they're linking you somewhere, type that in Google and try to like find on Google. Hold on, I got to plug in my phone. Try to find the page naturally on Google instead of through an email. Unless you're like pretty sure and it looks like super legit, you're probably fine. But definitely do like a little extra research with that. Hi, Steel. My spider's on my shoulder. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully I didn't destroy anybody's eardrums. That's what a lot of people do. Share with creators. I used to read that they're pretending to be some company I reached out to. They're like, yeah, girl, that's not us. Yeah, yep. I've had that happen to people, like really close people, like family members, people that I love. Same shit has happened to them. You definitely gotta check the scammers. You gotta check the scammers. NordVPN has a link checker website too. See, that's really cool. I love that they have that. That's awesome. Hi, Kaji. How are you doing? Welcome in. All right, I'm going to continue our list of questions from the YouTube video. If you guys have any more questions to ask in the live, feel free to. But great combos so far today. Let me see. We have... Let me look. Okay, so the next question they asked... I'm actually going to go back to their questions afterwards, because they asked a few, and I want to make sure I hit some others. Okay, so Knock to Vegas, shout out Knock, asked how to make engaging content and expand my audience. I think the best thing for making engaging content is I talked about this before, but like number one, make sure it's engaging you. If you're bored watching your own content, it's kind of a problem. So try to find ways to make it engaging for you when you're editing, when you're filming, like make yourself laugh. Try to input the emotions that you want the viewer to experience like into your content. I think that's really helpful. Another thing for creating engaging content is watch and take inspiration from other creators. Like write down a few of your favorite creators and watch some of their videos and see what they do that keeps you engaged. Like, is it their editing style? Is it their hooks, the way that they hooked you in? Is it the visuals that they have coming up on screen, like some motion graphics? Is it the way they tell stories? Is there some type of format? What are they doing that's engaging you? So I think that's really helpful as well. What else? Figuring out like your value add and what you are doing to create somebody to be engaged with your content. So like for me, my 3 core value adds, if you don't have these, by the way, you should definitely come up with these and think about them and reflect on them. For me is inspiration, education, and entertainment / like comedy. So I try to inspire you, I try to educate you, and I try to make you laugh. That's my 3 content values. And if I'm able to constantly provide that, chances are it's going to be a pretty engaging piece of content. So figure out what your value adds are for you. It could be different. Maybe you're like an ASMR streamer and you try to provide calming, cozy vibes where someone can feel very relaxed. Maybe that's your value add, right? So there's different value adds. What are you bringing to the table? And if you can't answer that question, that could be why you're struggling. If you're a content creator and you want to grow, you are going to have to put a lot of thought and time and energy into thinking about it. It is an art form. At the end of the day, you are an entertainer. You are somebody that's showing up to make someone's day either better or worse, I guess, if that's your goal. Hopefully not. Hopefully no one watching here, that's your goal. But hopefully, you're able to come up with some reasons as to why you're doing this and what you're trying to achieve. And that brings us back to like what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve. My thing is, I hope that I can make you feel a little bit more inspired to create today. I hope I can teach you something new, and hopefully I made you smile while learning and experiencing all of that. And that's what I try to provide. And if you don't know like really what you're good at, you could always ask people who are close to you as well to try to get a better understanding. But another way is like do reflection. Have a conversation with yourself, right? Be your own bestie, get a journal and be like, okay, girl, what am I trying to do? Boy, what are we trying to do with this content thing? Is this just for fun and I don't really care about being super entertaining? I just want to share like this game that I'm playing, or am I trying to turn it into something more? Neither answer is wrong. It just depends why you're a content creator and what it's doing for you in your life. It's different for everyone. And there's no shame in it not being a career, in it just being a hobby or something for fun. But be clear on that. So then you don't beat yourself up when you see somebody doing really well. Because you know that wasn't exactly what you're aiming for, right? Maybe it's a combo of a lot of things. That's totally fine. Are my shoes running? I don't have any shoes near me. I'll have to check when I go downstairs. I love the eyes on your model. Thank you, Matilda. Thank you, Gojo, for the follow. Hi, Alta. How's it going? I really appreciate it. Did you make your VTuber or someone else make it? Hi, Ruby. Sawika made my model. I'll type her name in the chat. You can find her. You can also buy this model yourself and get a custom one. She's awesome. Really cool creator. I have a question. Yeah, Cyweeb is asking a question. Cyweeb says, how does one talk for long stretches of time when you don't really have people popping in on Twitch? I run out of stuff to say really fast. I'm a pretty anxious person. So talking is a bit of a weak point. Yeah, that's a good question. I like that. Yeah, it's totally normal to feel like, well, I don't know, I guess if I'd say normal. Well, yeah, you would say it's like pretty normal to like have some anxiety about stream, because it's like performing on a stage, right? You're walking out there, you don't know who's gonna come and like sit down and watch. So I totally get that. So don't beat yourself up about that. And something I like to do is if I'm gonna be talking about stuff, I'll have like a little notepad or you know how you can have notes on your PC? You can open up your notepad and write down a few ideas of things you want to talk about. Ludwig talks about this. This is why it's really important to live a life outside of streaming, so you have things and experiences to talk about. Go do something new. Go adventure. Go to a new coffee shop this weekend. Go to a bookstore, that bookstore you've always wanted to go to. Go do something fun, and you can add that down as a talking point. And you can be like, hey guys, I went to this bookstore. I'll give you guys an example. I went to a Romantasy bookstore recently. And the aesthetic, guys, and the inside is so cool. They have like a chair from one of the romantasy books that you can sit on and take pictures, and they have like this really cool wall that's decorated in all these naturey like things, and then all the bookshelves are black, and like all the books on them, like the whole aesthetic of the store is so beautiful. Okay, there you go. And I could probably even go on and on more about talking about that bookstore, and then it leads into the books I like. Another strategy you can use is, what is talking about this thing remind me of? Or ask yourself, what did a viewer just say? What does that remind me of? And that can give you ideas of things to talk about. But go live life. Write down some notes about what you're thinking about, what you want to talk about on stream. That could be really helpful. And then the simple one that I love is just narrating what you're doing. Even if it seems boring, people could at least hear your voice and get a sense of your vibe and see if you're a creator they want to watch, right? Because some people will purely vibe check you, and it doesn't even matter if you're necessarily saying something super valuable in that moment, because if they just clicked on your stream, they might just be vibe checking. So maybe you're just like, oh my gosh, bro, like I'm walking over here, I'm going to check out this. Maybe I can find the next clue in this little corner over here. Just like narrate. So narration, take note of what you want to talk about, go try new things, and then see if you can bring that energy like back to your stream. Dude, isn't it crazy how prevalent scammers are? I always wonder, I'm like, bro, how do you even get to this point that you're scamming people? Like, I don't understand this mindset stuff. I don't understand. Yo, thank you for the heart, Hannah. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Dude, I guess the algorithm just keeps recommending me to you, Zoomerman. Do you like apples? I like apples, but apples don't like me. They normally make my stomach hurt, unfortunately. I think it's because of like the high concentrated sugars. But I do like sour like type fruits. I do like Granny Smith. Yeah. And oh my gosh, pink pearl apples. Guys, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of pink pearl apples, but they're really rare apples. So my dad, like he worked in produce a lot. Let me look up pink pearl apples. Pink pearl apples are like extremely rare. So they have pink flesh. Imagine when you bite into the apple, it's pink. It's pink on the inside. It's one of the best apples I've had, and apparently they're like super rare. And you can only harvest, I don't know if it's like you can only harvest a certain amount every year. I don't know if that's still true, because this is just what I learned about it when I was a kid. But there are apparently some really type of rare apple that my dad got, and he had me try because he worked in produce. I'm like, oh my god, this is the coolest apple I've ever had. I love pink pearl apples, man. They're so sick. I always wanted to try one, but I never found any. Dude! Yo, Mattia, you gotta go on a world search to find one. You have to try these apples because they're so good. Yes, sticky notes. I keep sticky notes by my desk. You can write down what you want to talk about on your stream. Yeah, green apples are the go. Dude, they're so good. TV Mars, welcome in. You gotta try the pink pearl apple. Yeah, it's pink when you bite into it. It's a pink. Yeah, it's pink when you bite into it. It's so good. Kawaii, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Those types of streamers do exist. It's super true. Yeah. Yeah, so Cyweeb, I hope that helps you with the anxiety. And I think what helps me too is just continuing to go live more often. If I take a big break in between streaming, I do get really anxious. Like if it's been like a few weeks, I get kind of nervous to go live again. So I think the more you stream, you build up, you get more comfortable. Hello, hi. Hi, Syndic. I don't take like collab offers like that. If you're interested, you can send an email to my business email, and I will drop that in the chat. There you go. Let me get a sip of water. Hi, Bug. How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, pink pearl apples. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, let me check our next question. I think we got Nox's question answered well. Okay, this is Ollie Dandelion's question. Let me move it to the middle so I'm not like looking awkwardly to the side. Hold up. Okay, Ollie says, based off your experience, I'm curious to know if either short form or long form content or both helped you grow the most. Having the right packaging with your thumbnail, title, and intro is one thing, but is there still a big difference between short and long form videos? Oh, dang. Long form, for me, I kind of started in a different era of YouTube than what we're in now. So long form was definitely my best growth because as an educator, I was able to really tap into evergreen content. So making content of things people are searching on YouTube and Google, and these videos had the chance to grow over 12 months of time. So the video might start with like 500 views for the first like week or two, but then not 500 right away, right? Like 20 views, then 30, then 100, then 300. And then by the time 12 months have gone by, the video's at 50,000 views or 100,000 views because it's search built. So that has been the biggest strategy that helped me build starting out or to build my channel. Now I don't do as many long forms, so it's hard to say what's exactly helping me now. But I've done a lot of short form, and I personally feel like short form sometimes feels like a better trade for my time if I'm trying to grow, depending on the goal, right? So, for example, I told you guys my biggest goal right now is to bring more people to my Twitch streams. So short form is a really good way for new people to meet you quickly and understand your vibes quickly. Long form, harder to get people to commit to it if they don't know who you are. So short form's really helpful in that regard. And plus, you just get a lot more bang for your buck, for lack of a better term. You get a lot more out of it because you can post to your short form on multiple platforms, right? Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky if you have it, Threads if you haven't, you can repost that short everywhere. And sometimes, especially as a new creator, you might get more views on your short than putting all this energy and time into a long form. So I think ultimately you want to have a mix of strategies because you're going to get different types of people for different content. Long form, people are probably going to be more committed. They're more like understand you better. They're not just there for the short little blip. They understand your content and are more connected to you. Short form, a little bit of a quicker way to introduce yourself quickly to someone. So I think you can grow from both. The strategies are different for both, and how you're where you're trying to bring people through that content. You got to be clear about that too. You want them to come to your live streams? Make that clear in your shorts. Have a call to action at the end that shows your Twitch logo, that shows your live stream logo, right? If you're trying to get people to buy a product or click your affiliate marketing links, long form could be good for that. Short form could be good for that too, but I think people are more willing to click on a link on long form than they are short form. Because normally in short form, you got to think of the mindset they're in. They're in a scrolling mentality. They're scrolling. They might not stop to look at your link, but YouTube, you're in a little bit more of a layback and experience. I'm more willing to go click these links and explore a little bit deeper. So it depends on the mindset of the person as well. But I guess my answer to that question is both are really good. Figure out what you're trying to grow, utilizing those, and utilize those platforms to direct people towards that product or that live stream. I think that helps a lot. Yeah, so it was wiser to create separate channels for different niche. Oh, New Master Choco says, is it wiser to create separate channels for different niche and or different video content type, like shorts channel and long form channel on YouTube? I think back in the day, that's really helpful. This is a really nuanced question. It's a very challenging question to answer. Also, hi Goku, thank you for the follow. I'm streaming. Yes, I'm streaming on the Purple app as well in YouTube. Hi Rose, how are you doing today? Good morning, Walks. Thank you for the follow, Rose. Okay, back to your question. So New Master Choco, is it wiser to create separate channels for different niche and or different video content types like short channel, long form channel on YouTube? Very nuanced question. I have a lot of answers to this question, and I don't know if you'll get the exact answer you need. Hopefully you will. So what I think, if you're a new creator and you don't have a lot of resources to manage multiple channels, it's not a good idea to start a bunch of channels. Because if you're just trying to understand the process and get used to posting consistently, it's going to be really stressful to manage a lot of different channels. So I would say start small. That's what I'd recommend until you get used to it, and then you can expand outward from there. I've heard different viewpoints on this. I have heard people say, I could see an argument, like as a marketer, because I work full-time in marketing, of having a different channel for every single unique thing. I could see the argument for that because, especially with short form, you have people, think about this, guys. If you found a creator you like on Instagram or TikTok and you saw a funny series, maybe their series, I saw one, for example, there's a musician who's doing a series that's like making songs for streamers, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. You get addicted to the series. You get addicted to the idea. So somebody might make their channel completely dedicated and that's all that. It's like a show. It's like watching a show, right? It's like watching, let me pull out an example. This is so old. The Wings Club. This is so old. Can I think of like a modern day show? What do you think? Has Been Hotel. Okay, I don't watch it, but Has Been Hotel. You go to watch that show on that channel, right? And you expect that. So there is a mindset that definitely can expect a specific show or a specific thing on repeat. You might have found a creator where you love this and you go into their profile and you want to keep watching different versions of that skit or that show that they made. So you can absolutely do that, right? But you can also, if you don't have a lot of resources, I think it's okay to post a lot of stuff on the same account now, because the way the algorithm has adapted, it's more interest based. So it's trying to find people who are interested in that specific individual video. But I do think channels do have a really good chance of growing a lot more rapidly or virally if they found one successful idea that works. So something I would propose to you, something I would recommend to you, is maybe what you can do is you have your main central channel, your main brand that covers everything. Okay, everything. Like for me, Sapphire. Maybe I post everything on Sapphire. If something is performing really well, a lot, consistently, consider making a separate channel for it then, and then still using your main channel, and now you can use the collab features as well. So maybe, for example, I have an account called on Instagram for my work. We tried this as an experiment, and it's called Lunar Madly. It's my account that I started for purposefully reposting content that went viral to be able to try and teach the algorithm that it's a viral account. Okay, this is an experiment that I did. I'm going to show you guys. I've talked about it a few times before, but let me show you. We're going to switch. Note, hello, hi Corey. I don't have any kids, can't be your mom. I'm not a mom, sorry man. People hate on VTubers by saying they're secretly boys under girl avatars. How do you feel? I don't really care what you are. You can do what you want. You can do what you want with a VTuber. I don't care if you have a male model, female model. Do whatever you want. Just treat people nicely, and don't do things you shouldn't be doing. Okay, so this is my account, Lunar Madly. Okay, what it started as, I'll show you guys. It was a work account, and what happened was, okay, I work at HTC Vive, VR company. And we would post our shorts. Some are hits, some are miss. Sometimes you get a bunch of views, sometimes you get freaking dog shit views, okay? And what the point of these accounts were to experiment, if I only post viral content, is this going to create a viral content type account? So what we did is I just posted what I knew performed really well already on Instagram. The algorithm, and people have done experiments like this. They'll repost the same piece of content over and over, and it'll keep going viral. Viral content usually is pretty much viral content. It will do well again and again and again and again. So that's what we started with. I started with, this one wasn't, but these three were videos that already did well on our main channel. So we started a new channel. We posted the same video. Okay, you're making a lot of use of your time. Although I think Instagram cracked down on this a little bit. I don't know the full rules on it recently, but you can still experiment with it, try it. Some of them, like, let me see, this one never really did good right here, the 7.5K view, but I just reposted it because I was trying to be consistent. I was mixing strategies. I was trying to post viral content, but also post 3 posts a week to see if that consistency made a difference. So I kind of had like 2 strategies running on this account. So see this? Okay, we have a few that popped off, few that did dog shit. Okay, 1.9 dog shit compared to 15.9, but that might be really good for you if you have views that normally get 200. So don't compare yourself to me. Definitely don't compare yourself. You want to compare yourself to your own content. But for me, that's kind of dog, okay? So like, shoot, okay, we got to keep going. And then eventually, some of these did good. I had a series that did well here, which was kind of a crazy once in a lifetime. I'm not going to be doing many more of these because it was very energy time consuming. And then I stumbled upon, keep going up. We had a few that did kind of not great. Those are just reposts, but the viral ones always did remain viral. Then we had the series that I started, which was VR Chat World Spotlights, but I did them in a unique way. I named them weird things. For example, I did one that was called Dinner Party Worlds, which was tea and dinner party. It was my own thing, right? It wasn't generic. It was very like specific. Also, hi Ryan Yano, welcome in. It's so good to have you here. Hello, how are you doing? So I started with this series. You can see this had insane engagement. Okay, 6.3K likes. The short this one got 50.1K and still growing. And that was my World series. And then I had another series that started to do good, which was reacting to face tracking in VR chat public lobbies. Not as good, not as viral, but 15.2K isn't still insane for an account that only has 3.5K followers. That's insane, okay? And then here's a few more. So this is another one of the movie or the VR chat worlds one. If my life were a movie in VR chat, or if my life were a movie VR chat worlds. This one did pretty good. No, not as insane, but still really good. It's a series, right? So now, because this is an experimental account for me, I'm probably going to buckle down on all the series that are doing well and have a handful of series. So number 1 is going to be reactions to face tracking in VR chat public lobbies. Number 2 is all these like world titles, like Cafe Date with your besties. I kind of messed up this title, I think, but it's fine. Still doing really well. So my answer to this question, my point to this question is you start with a main channel and get used to that first. If you have series that do well, buckle down on those series, keep doing them. And if you have the resources, consider starting a separate channel for that. As far as long form and shorts, put them all on the same channel for now. If you're starting out, put them all on the same channel and see if there's any outliers. Did anything get a little bit more views? Can you buckle down and create part 2s? So you're exploring, right? Your whole goal is to throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks, and when it does stick, try it again. Try it again, try it again. And see if the views, if you're starting to get higher views on that series or that idea. If you are, and if it's doing really good, consider starting a separate channel, and then you can collab with your other accounts to be able to market it and get the video idea out there and be able to get more eyes on it. So I hope that answers your question. It's a very nuanced question. It's like, have your main channel, consider starting other ones based on how the content is doing. Don't unnecessarily make other channels and spread yourself too thin for no reason. And your main channel can act as a funnel that promotes all of your stuff, but maybe it's never the winner that has always a billion gajillion views or like a lot of views on every single piece of content, right? It might not be on every single piece of content, but it's your main channel where people can find all your main stuff. But then you can build out those little audience archetypes and those little shows or those little channels elsewhere that people can tune in to specifically. So yeah, it's kind of a big mix. Night Stalker, why did you throw that at me? Why you bully me? Do you use Streamlabs or OBS? I use OBS. I used to use Streamlabs, but OBS runs a lot smoother for me. Streamlabs, I started running into a lot of issues with like long term. Lots of channels sounds like a lot of work. It is. And if you have a team, then you can expand more because then you have a lot of opportunity to like expand your revenue and the way you're making money. But it's not a good idea, I don't think, starting out. Only once you start growing and expanding, start making like more channels dedicated to specific things. But in the beginning stage, you gotta experiment first. It's all about experimenting and trying to find what does well for you and what you enjoy making. You found me long form content of how-tos. Yeah, a lot of people, I'd say a lot of people in our community found me that way. That's right. Guys, my voice, always during these streams, my voice is like fried by the end. You guys hear this? It's like cracking and I'll get some water. Welcome in, Ethereal Cat. But Rue Yano, how are you doing today? It's good to have you. What issues cause? I'm not sure if I should use Streamlabs OBS or OBS. Like, what is better to preserve memory? I'm not sure about the memory part. I actually didn't look super into the memory part. Streamlabs is based on OBS. I prefer OBS. Yeah. I like OBS because I would just have like weird like glitches of things not showing up, or it was just more clunky. It felt like more laggy, and OBS felt like a lot more smoother and streamlined. It's not as pretty as Streamlabs, but I think it's a lot like smoother. I never looked super deep into the details, but I've used both, and long-term OBS has definitely been better for me. Call out the person doom scrolling like Marky did with me on the Valentine's video. Yeah, you definitely can do call outs on the doom scrollers for a hook. When I started playing NTE, Mint reminded me of your model. Let me look up Mint from NTE. NTE, isn't Mint the one with the blue hair? Let me see. Yeah, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love her aesthetic, dude. Red eyes. I'm a sucker for red eyes. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. I love this. Yes. So cute. I can't add any more gotchas, guys. I can't. I love her aesthetic, though. Absolutely adorable. Is that a little dog stuff? What is that? That's so cute. Yes, right? Amazing. Oh, gosh. All right, if y'all have any more questions, I do have to head out soon. Feel free to send them. We're going to have to do another one of these because I hardly got through our actual YouTube questions because you guys got so many good questions on the live, and I wanted to support you guys since you're watching here. But I'll be turning some of these into short form pieces of content too. I've been trying to work on turning my live streams, making more use of my live streams to to funnel back into YouTube, because that's just a really good use of your time, and a really cool, fun for the audience too, because they get to be a part of your video, which is cool. Yo, the real Devin, welcome in. How are you doing? So cute. Yeah. Also, how you doing, Unlucky? Welcome in. Enfield and NT. I quit WooWa. You quit WooWa and Star Rail. Why'd you quit? No. One of us. Come back. I'm just kidding. I almost said I'm JKing. I've not played Star Rail. I do want to try it though. I love WooWa though. It's my fave. The Night Star, I have so many little like WooWa acrylic stands on top of my PC. It's kind of bad, guys. I have an addiction. I found it's called in Chinese, WooWa is called Ming Chao. I found a Ming Chao shop when I went to Taiwan, and I literally almost bought everything, guys. And I was with my coworkers, and there were some questionable, not questionable, but you know, a little raunchy figures in there. And I was like, bro, I want to buy some of these, but my coworkers are with me and this is so fucking awkward. I was looking at them, I'm like, can you guys just like go to the other side, like go somewhere else and just let me buy, and I'll meet up with you guys a little. Dude, it was so bad. I was like, bro. It wasn't that bad, guys. It wasn't that bad, but definitely something that your coworkers might judge you for. Nothing crazy, but it's questionable enough around your coworkers. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna buy. There was one Cantarella piece I wanted so bad, but they were around and I didn't end up buying it. The drawing was so freaking cute, guys. It was amazing. I'm doing the rock eyebrow expression right now. Oh, nice, bro. Not crazy, guys. Mostly like they're wearing like bikinis and stuff, and things are like hanging out a little bit. All right, it's not that bad, but it, like I said, it's bad in context to hanging around your coworkers because you don't want them to judge you. My OBS layout is insane. You want to see my OBS layout? It's not even organized. It's so chaotic, especially because I do. Well, let me show you. I'm gonna switch this. Let me go. You'll see. It's gonna be like crazy for a sec. Let me toggle off my preview so you can see. This is what it looks like. Welcome to my OBS. This is my, I have a vertical setup too for like vertical stream, so I also have this here for like TikTok and all that. You guys can't see on TikTok right now. Hold on, let me show you. I'll switch it. Thank you for the hearts, Tommy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, and my sources are over here because I haven't been able to like, oh, I guess I can move them back over here. For some reason, it wasn't moving back over there for like the longest time. And all this is like bunched up at the bottom here. Actually, it's nice to be able to move that back there. I should have done that sooner. And this is what multi-streaming looks like, guys, for those who are curious. So I use Restream. If anybody wants a link to check it out, by the way, I can get you a discount. So just let me know. I don't think we have a command for it right now, but so I see how I'm live on YouTube, and then I'm live on TikTok, and then I'm live on X, and then I'm live on Twitch. So you have all the different like little tabs turned on, and you can change your title here. I don't think the title always changes everything though. It's kind of weird. But that's what it looks like. Yeah, a little crazy. Let me switch this back to like my tablet or something. X has a live function. They do, and they're actually improving it a lot. You can like click into people's live and chat like similar to Twitch. It's kind of cool. Yeah, they do. And a lot of, if you notice, like a lot of, probably some of your favorite or like really big VTubers use it all the time. I see. Let me see. I'll show you guys. Let me open my X. Oh, my stomach feels way better, guys. It was so bad at the beginning of the stream. I haven't had stomach pains later. I don't know what it's been. Like in the morning, I don't know what's going on. I've been having weird stomach pains. Let me show y'all. This is gonna be the wrong screen. Okay, so let me see. The live right here. Here you go. Look, Elara, really cool VTuber. Here's their live. Let's see how Elara's doing. How's Elara doing? I don't know what they're watching right now, but see, you open your live and they have like a chat on the side right here too. But people do it. It's really good, especially if you're like a big creator, because it shows that you're live on the side right here. And then if somebody's like scrolling through, I think it shows that they're live too. I'm trying to open her Twitter. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so see, it shows that you're live on here. So if you post anything, I guess it doesn't show on here. I thought it would. They should change that. That'd be so sick. But yeah, you can see people on the side here, which is super nice. I recommend it. I've had a few people stop by, and then people might not watch you on X, but they see you're live and they might come check out like you on the purple app, right? So it's pretty cool. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Thank you for the like, Tommy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, hold up. Let me make my chat big again so I can actually see what people are saying, because it's all. What are my plans for today? I have work. I was thinking of taking off work if my stomach got worse, but it's better, so I'll probably be chilling, working on stuff for work today. What else do I have? I got my planner. My senior kitty has an appointment today for his long-term health plan. He's been doing good on the recent medication he's been on. I'm gonna do some yoga. I really got to stick to my plan today, and I'm gonna edit tonight, and then I'll have some wind down time after I do some editing. Probably edit for like an hour or two after dinner, and then I'm gonna relax and probably play like Fields of Mystery or do reading. My two main things I've been doing to relax lately has been gaming, playing Fields of Mystery or reading. I love reading so much. It's been like my favorite like go-to thing. Oh my god, guys, you want to see something sick? Hold on. I gotta show you guys, one sec. Hold on, my face is gonna freeze for a moment because I gotta send you guys this in the stream chat. I just went to this romantasy bookstore and I got a new book, and I need to show you guys the artwork. It's so sick. I was like, oh my god, I've never seen anybody do this with a book before. I was really like amazed, and I thought this was so beautiful. Hold on, we're gonna do this. Let me open this, and then I'm gonna show you guys. Hold up. So I'm gonna drop it in stream chat. Look at this. Okay, hold on, let me go back. Look at this. Look at the art. It's kind of blurry, but look how pretty the art is. It's so good. I know nothing about this book, but I was obsessed with the cover. And let me go. Look at the inside art. And look at the side pages. Is like literally a dragon printed on the side. Are you kidding? And then the last page too is like them together. They went crazy. I was like, this must have been so expensive to print though. I was like, holy. I know nothing about this book, but I really loved. And they were doing, when I went to this bookstore, I think it was like National Romantasy Bookstore Day or something, this weekend, and they were giving away one free book if you purchased anything over $25 at the store. So I got a free book too, which I'm really hyped for. But yeah, that was cool. That was pretty sick. Free book, yeah, I got a free one. It's called, I don't know about this book, guys. I don't know. The free book I got, I'm a little scared to read. The title... I didn't get to pick, okay? The title is claimed by the Orc King. Bro, I did not get to pick, okay? I did not get to pick. I don't know anything about what it's about. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'll let you guys know. I don't know if I'm ever going to read it, though. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared, bro. I don't know if I'll be reading that one. I did not get to pick, okay? The ladies picked it for me. I don't know who they think I am or what they think I'm into, but that's what they picked. I know. I was like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I was trying to explain to my partner that I did not pick this book, bro. Hi Snuggly, how's it going? You're at work and lurking. I hope that work is going super well. Thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it. I first started watching your YouTube when you made the how to convert a viewer model VR chat. Oh nice, you're so welcome. I hope that you've been able to get your model on VR chat. Oh my god. Also welcome in Annette. Do you change your wallpaper often? I used to change it all the time with Wallpaper Engine, but then my partner told me that some people were putting like malware or something like into Wallpaper Engine wallpapers. So now I don't know how true that is, but I don't use Wallpaper Engine now, so I just keep it to my Popstar Sapphire splash art. Oh gosh. I'm scared, guys. It'll be a while though before I get to that book if I even read it, because I'm trying to finish A Court of Thorns and Roses right now. I'm on book 3. I just started book 3. And a lady recommended this book to me. It's called The Assassin's Way. I wasn't sure if I would like it, but she recommended it to me because I'm big at, like, I love vampires and werewolves. It's a vampire type universe. It's really, really good. I've already read, when I was like consistently reading, I haven't read that much the last few days, but the first 2 days I'm already like 200 pages into the book. It's insane. I've been like addicted. It's so good. I'll give you guys the premise though. It's about a vampire world. There's a wall, and there's people that live in the wall that are like protected by the vampires, and people who live outside the wall. And our main character, by the way, I realize that every best main character, I swear to God, starts poor. I swear to God, I've started stringing together a theory, guys. All the best books and best characters start poor. It's like rags to riches, but not like fully necessarily riches, but they get pulled into like some type of like I don't know, like fancier area or type thing. It's just something I've noticed. Like so many good books and like themes and worlds, they start off poor because you get to understand what their life is like compared to some like rich district or something. But yeah, it's so good. So there's the wall, there's the people outside the wall. And there's like four, I think it's 4 or 5. I think it's 4 factions within the wall, basically, of these different people that hunt the vampires. So there's the vampires and the humans, but then there's also something called Dukai, and they're these humans that are born with supernatural like gifts to be able to fight off the vampires. So that's the premise. It's really, really good. I love it so much so far. Very much enjoying it. Can I go from rags to riches? Yo, those are like the best stories, I swear. I started chalking it up. Hi, Mr. Kiko. How's it going? You don't judge your book choice. Hey, yo, I didn't get to choose it, Racy. I didn't get to choose it. Someone who works at the bookstore would know how to read people. Dude, stop. No. I don't know. I'm nervous about this book. I don't know. I should have been like, yo, can you give me a different book? When she handed me the book too, she's like, is this one okay? I didn't really read the title. I just looked at the cover and it was like purple with like an X on it. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And then I walk away from the register and I look down at the book and I'm like, why the fuck did I say yes to this? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear you're doing good, Mr. Kiko. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I do have to head out to work, but I do have 2 more streams this week. Same time, 7 a.m. MST. Tomorrow, we're doing an Edit With Me stream. So if you want to learn more about my editing process, for background context, I do have 2 editors on my team right now, but I also edit some of my own videos as well. They do a lot of the heavy lifting for my shorts right now, and I mostly focus on long forms, and I'll do shorts occasionally. And then Wednesday, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a music video short form. So if you're a VTuber that wants to make music, or you're trying to figure out good ways to be able to promote your music, I'm going to show you how you can do like a little lip sync and put together like a cool visual with your VTuber model for posting those videos. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we're going to go find somebody to raid really quick. Let me see, whomst. Let me hit the stop recording. Okay. Thank you guys for all your great questions today. Let's go see whomst we can raid. Okay. I'm gonna take a look. I did follow a bunch of people recently from our Twitter post. Oops, let me mute myself. Let's see. Who can we find? Hold on, I'm just looking through the peeps. We're looking through Nim. Jen. I don't know, did Jen stop by? I think Jen might have stopped by. Universe Bunny. Hi, buddy. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see me for a second. Hold on. My cat is walking in front of my tracking. Come here, baby. Come here. Starting soon. Okay, they're about to start. We'll raid. Kiri Artemis VT. We're going to come up with a raid message. Anybody have any ideas for a raid message? Oh, no, Snowfall. It's all right. I'll be back. We're going to do more of these because I didn't even get through all the questions that I needed to answer from my YouTube video. So we answered a lot of on-stream questions. Yeah, you're so welcome. No problem. I'm happy to help. Thank you, guys. It's so nice to meet you all. So nice to meet you all the new faces. Hi, Jotaro. Hello, hello. I'm not sus. I'm not sus. I swear. I swear. All right, let me see. I'm going to open our Twitch. Okay, hold on, buddy. You're gonna get food soon, I promise. Food's on the way, Bubba. We're gonna do a raid. Happy Monday. We're gonna do a happy Monday. I don't know if it's Monday for them. Hopefully it is. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of an awkward raid message. Okay, let's post this. Okay, there's our raid message, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and raid Kiri Artemis VT. Okay, thank you guys so much. Oh, she has a cat cam. Oh my god. All right, I'll see you guys. Nice to see you, Cherry. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. All right. Off we go. Thank you guys. What's my zodiac sign? Oh, no problem. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. Libra gang! October gang! Alright, bye guys! RIP your streak, but you're here, Wither. Wait, but you're here. Don't you still get your streak? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, bye.